right. I want to just show you guys what the cabbage and stuff looks like while it's cooking. We have there's cabbage down in there, 2 cabbages down in there with some pepper and some sausage. You can see the sausage. And then we put a jar of our salsa on top. And there's onions. So I just want to show you what it looked like while it's cooking. I'm going to cook it down and I'll can it and add it to a video for you guys. And I love you guys. TTYL. All right, and it's cooking down a little bit. And see, the meat is also cooking with the vegetables. So you can add liquid into your jars now because the liquid is rendering out of the meat as you're cooking it. So this is going to be hot, hot, and hot canning today. And you don't want to cook it, you don't want to cook it too long either. Don't cook it all the way through. Just cook it like halfway, because it's going to finish cooking in 212 degrees in the canner. So just kind of cook it halfway, whatever you're making like that. All right, and as we can see in the Presto pressure canner and cooker book, it says soups. Okay, and no, you don't do broccoli for 60 minutes up here, so don't pay any attention to that. Cream of broccoli. It's less than that, because you'll have mush. Anywho, it's hot pack. If you notice, it says hot pack. And then it says, prepare vegetables, meat, poultry, and seafood as described in the hot pack directions for the individual ingredients. We're not using dry beans right now, so I'm not worried about that. Combine solid ingredients with meat broth, tomatoes, and water to cover. Boil it for 5 minutes. I boiled mine a little longer because we have cabbage in there, and cabbage is hard, as you guys know. Okay, salt to taste if desired. If desired, notice. It says fill jars halfway with the solid ingredients. So I'll be putting the sausage and the onions and the cabbage in. Okay, I'll put all the solid things in the jars first, and then I'll fill it with the liquid that is left in the pot. Okay, leaving 1-inch headspace, like I tell you guys, up to the shoulder, neck, whatever you want to call it. And then debubble it, clean the jar rims, and put it in hot water. Okay, hopefully your canner is on in about to boil. Okay, your timing has to be right. But and you process it. I'll be processing mine for 15 pounds for the weight, 60 minutes. And for pints, but I have quarts, and I'll be doing it for 75 minutes for the quarts. All right, so what I have to do is I have to take out the solids that is in the food, in the pot, and put them into the jars. Put all your solids in first, and put your liquid in last. So I'll be looking for the cabbage and the meat. You got to try. I'm going to try to put as much meat in to match the cabbage in each jar. It's like 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. Okay. And I'll continue to do this, put the solids in, and then I'll be able to give you a hint as to what I was doing. If you notice, you look real good. You can see where I try to put the meat in. I think there's about 6 or 7 each in every one of these jars. But I want to just give you a little heads up of how I was filling these. You can use your hands too, but it's hot, you know. I don't want to burn myself. Okay. And yes, you will make a mess. Don't worry about it, because it's going to taste good later. You don't worry about the mess, right? I didn't add any seasoning in yet, but the onions and the garlic and everything is in here. And I'll put either bouillon cubes or some Scotch seasoning or something in there. And I'll show you guys what it looks like in the inside of my pot, how much I got. I got a pretty good bit. See, and that's the juice that we will be using for those. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to fill these with liquid. And I have this. This was given to me free by a company called SA from Amazon. But it's real nice, but it's just so big, it's kind of hard to... And if this doesn't work, you can use a measuring cup too. Let me see. Because I think you can pour sidewards and frontwards. But it's just so... It's only pretty good. Let me see. Alright, up to the neck. That's good. I just want to try a measuring cup too, so you guys can see how the measuring cup goes. Put that down in there. There we go. Let me see. Where's my glass one? There it is. Okay. Are we still rolling? All right. Okay, you can use a measuring cup. I'm using my glass one. The measuring cup, get to pour a little better. It looks like it went to the neck already. Yeah, possible. All right. Taking a lot of liquid. Just want to show you guys this. I made a little boo-boo, but you can always fix it. This one had too much in it. It fooled me. It has too much liquid in it, so you can just take the liquid and pour it into another one. Because that will siphon in your pot. If you in your canner, if you have too much liquid, it could possibly siphon, and that can ruin your seal. That's why I tell people to just go up to the neck of the jar, and that gives the canner time to suck out some of the air that's in your jar without sucking the liquid with it. So I'm going to take this down because the other one's kind of empty. Maybe one more spoon. This one's okay. Yeah, that one's okay. One more maybe. A little bit more. Hold on. There we go. See, that's all. That's to the neck. Almost to the neck. I think I'm going to take one more because it doesn't have to be precise. There we go. All right. And I put it into the next one. All right, just wanted to show you that. Now what I'm gonna do is, I filled up 7 quarts because my canner takes 7 quarts and 10 pints. Let me see, was it 10? Yeah, 7 quarts and 10 pints and 12 half pints. So this is all I can put in here, but I want to tell you a tip. After you do these 7, you can take the juice and keep it in quarts and can it again. You do this cycle again, of course, with new water, starting all over and everything or whatever, or just put it in, if your water's untouched, put it in the same water. Okay, keep your juice. Never get rid of the juice that's left over, like this. Never get rid of that, because that's awesome for Thanksgiving, when you're making stuffing, when you're making soups or whatever. So don't get rid of that. So actually, you're going to have probably 7 more quarts. Well, I say maybe 2 or 3 more quarts after I pull these out to save and put on a shelf, right? Okay, so. All right, I'm putting in 1 tablespoon. Looks like a lot, but that cabbage is going to soak it up. 1 tablespoon. And did you see how some of that leaked right here? That's why you wipe your lids. I got a little sloppy, sorry. 1 tablespoon of Scotch seasoning in each one, which covers salt, pepper, everything. Old Bay, there's a little bit of everything in it. Rosemary, thyme. All right, 7. There we go. All right. Put this back up. All right. Pulling my water over. Let that heat up. All right. In fact, I don't think I have to add any more water to it. This is a small eye because I know it looks crazy, but the big eye on this stove went out on me. Sometimes it goes goes out on me. And if it goes out, you have to start the process all over. Turn everything off, start all over with the heat and everything, you know. So what I did was I ordered a special burner, whatever you want to call it. And it looks like, let me take, if I can take this one out, I'll show you. And if anybody's interested, let me know, and I will give you the link. I ordered this from a online, whatever they call it, hardware store, okay? And it's, if you notice, it's raised. These are different. They're raised up, okay? And they take the weight off. It make it easy for your electric stove. They take the weight off. And you could order these separately. And it was only like, I want to say $13 or something. Not bad. So if you're interested, let me know, and I'll shoot you the link over. Okay. And I will wipe the rims, which you guys saw me do already. Wipe your rims, just in case somebody's new and you haven't seen me do this before, but take a piece of paper towel or whatever and use vinegar. Okay? Use your 5% vinegar to wipe the rims. Okay? Now, when I was talking about 5% vinegar before, how some stores sell 4, and you have to be careful, that would be if you're making some type of food that needs vinegar in it, okay? So make sure you're using 5% vinegar, okay? And I'll wipe the rims, and I'll put on the lids while the water's heating, so my timing is pretty good. Let me see. Yeah, that water's heating up in there. Turn it up. All right. And because once you put the lids on, the water has to be ready, because if you put the lid on and these are hot and the water's not ready, it may seal on you. So I'll wipe it. Now I'm going to put on the lids. Finger tight, not overly tight, okay, and not too loose, but what we call finger tight. You tighten it and just hit it a little bit. You know what I mean? Like this. Let me see. Just put it on, tighten it, and let it go. Don't over tighten, because don't forget the canner is going to be sucking the air out. And another thing too, I've noticed doing it this way, I don't know if anybody else has done it, but when I do it this way, and you don't put it on too tight, a lot of times after you can your goods and you take them out of the canner and put them on your cupboard, right, your counter, these will come off easy after the heat hits them and stuff. You can just go like this, and if it's loose, you can remove it. You don't remove it too soon. Some people leave their stuff sit for a whole day until the following morning or something, you know, but you don't necessarily have to do that, because sometimes I'll twist like this real easy, like featherweight, and some of them will move. That means they're ready to come off, you know, so it's up to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I didn't label them this time because I don't want them to seal before time. All right, so all 7 are in, and the water's getting hot. In my other video, I was showing everybody that if you grease the gasket that's inside of the lid, and I was showing you how to take the gasket out with rubber gloves or something. It's easy to come out. It comes right out, and grease it. And if you grease it with oil, olive oil or something, and you put it on, before you put your stuff on, look through that hole. Make sure you can see through it. If you hold it up to the light or something, yeah, mine, you can see through mine this way. I doubt if you can see it that way though. Yeah, you can. You can see through it. Then that means it's not clogged. And when it's greased, it goes right on nicely for you. Sometimes we have a hard time. It's hard to, sometimes it acts up. And of course now, there we go, because I said it. See, now, and watch how easy. See what I mean? It's not hard. If you're turning that and it's hard, you gotta grease it. To set the rest of your juice up for later. Don't turn this on. I just put them in at 6 o'clock, about 5 minutes ago. So we'll wait until the steam starts coming up. 10 minutes. Allow it to steam for 10 minutes before you put your weight on, okay? Before you put your weight on. Allow it to steam. Always allow your canner to steam for 10 minutes before you put your weight on, all right? And okay, I just want to show you guys just a little bit of steam. You can see it steaming a little bit. Hopefully, there you go. You can see it that way. Okay, see it's spitting though. You know, spitting just a little bit. So I am going to wait until that steam gets steady. You want a steady stream of steam. And it's getting there, sort of. I'm gonna wait maybe 2 or 3 more minutes, and then I'll put the weight on. And it is 6:30. I'll be back. Now that, my dear, is a full steam. I don't know if you can see it, but it's steaming from the middle and from the front. I want to time 10 minutes. There. Time 10 minutes. All right, so 10 minutes is over, and I put the weight on. Now we'll wait until she jiggles. And when she jiggles, we'll start the timing. 75 minutes per quarts. All right? Oh, love it, love it. Okay, I turned it down. It's 7:02, which I thought I had this running at 7:01. I turned it down to 5. And it's slowing down. There we go, nice rock. Now see, that's the rock I wanted on the other video that I made. You want a nice rock. And especially with electric stoves, it's kind of hard to judge, because gas stoves, you turn it up, it's up. You turn it down, it's down. With electric stoves, you have to just watch, because you don't want that to rock too much and go off. You know what I mean? You want this to, yeah, like a nice slow jiggle. Somewhere around there would be perfect. Let's hope it stays there, and it's looking like it is. So I'm good. It is 7:03. So I will start my timer for 75 minutes now. 1 hour. 15. There you go. So it'll do that for 1 hour and 15 minutes. It is ready to be turned off. It moves over. Very slowly to the cooler side. All right. And it is 8:19, and I'm going to let these cool down, and I'll show you what they look like when they come out. All right, it's 8:24. I just wanted to show you guys what it sounds like. I even turned the radio off so you can hear it. This is what it sounds like whenever it's calming down, cooling down. And if you notice this top button, it says TOP on it, and it's a little button. When this button is up, there's still pressure in this can, so do not mess with it until that goes down. It's 8:25, and that might not go down until around 9 o'clock. So when it goes down, I'll take the weight off. Well, I'll take the weight off, and then I'll open up the lid and open up just a teeny bit. When you open up the lid, you open it up just a little, okay, and push it back just a little bit, about that much, and leave a crack about that much. Let it sit for about 5 minutes. Let your jars get acclimated to the climate in your home. And then take the jars out, and I'll place them on here. And we will see what they look like. All right. So the little metal top, I call it, it has TOP on top, so I call it on top. Little metal thing just went down. So what I'm going to do is take off the weight, because when this goes down, that means the steam, all the pressure is out of the canner. I took this off. I put it back in my little drawer. So that's so I won't lose it. Now what I will do is, let me make sure I have this on, because I've had this on a couple times and I didn't. I was recording and it wasn't on. So now what I'll do is I'll take this. I have my KitchenAid here, so I have to, it's stuck right here, so there's something sticking out, so I have to turn it so I can turn this. Okay, then I'll go like this. Okay. Now, instead of just, some people just lift it off and say, well, it's done. I used to do that too. But I noticed I had a lot of boil overs too, because you want to do it carefully. So what you do is just lift it up a little bit. There. Let it sit like that. And sometimes you hear them popping. Sometimes they'll pop in there. But you just don't want to hurry up and just blow it up, you know, with air. You know what I mean? Let them get acclimated to the air in your room. I'll show you what you're... Now, what I'll do is, I've been working on this all day practically. So it is like 9:16. I'll probably finish this video later, maybe tomorrow morning. And I'll let these sit for maybe 5 minutes, about 25 after 9:30. And then I'll take the lid off and remove them. And until then, some of them might pop. Meanwhile, I am going to refill my Himalayan salt. There's a couple different ones that I use. I ordered them from Amazon. Himalayan salt is better for you. And it's not touched much by man, you know. It's just a kosher product, so to speak. We'll say it that way. All right. Sometimes there's... There we go. And you could use this, and you can also go to Amazon and use something called Redmond's. Redmond's, I believe, is from Utah, and it's also a very clean salt, not manipulated by man. So that is the name of that tune. Okay, and while those are cooling down, I just want to give you a little heads up to some of my canned goods, things that I'm saving up. Okay, I have articles of bathroom articles on top. And I have some here in this cupboard. So you just save up. I mean, you don't have to hoard. It's not about hoarding, but just about saving. You know what I mean? You never know when you're going to need this. And then I have the big cupboard in my office, which looks like this. Okay, some of you may have seen this before, and some of you may not have. But I have things saved over on that side over there. Down. Okay. You probably can't see down real good. But here's my jars that I've been doing for the last couple years. And I count them, and I put the count on the front so I don't know how many's in there. I have jellies and beans and, you know, chili, beans, sauerkraut, potatoes, sweet potatoes. I do milk. There's the milks. I think you see, let me see, milk and butter back here. There is a milk. I make my own evap. And I think that's the butter. No, that's evap. That's the dark evap. I have butter in here somewhere. There's a butter. Yeah, there's a butter. Okay, so the light, I'm in my own light, but there's a butter and beans, peaches. Let me see if there we go, peaches, some of our tomatoes. Let me see what else we have in here. Oh, let me see, I think this is the mushrooms. I have the stand with me, it's hard to, what is this? No, that's not the mushrooms, that is, oh, red cabbage. Okay. All right, and more down here. Remember I was telling you to say, let me see if I can find one. Remember I was telling you on earlier on this video to save your juices. I had a lot of these, but I used a lot of them. Is this? No, that's not. But I have a lot of juices in here too, like turkey, everything in here. And let me see if this is one. Nah, that's sweet potatoes. This is a quart of sweet potatoes. Well, and this, in case you're wondering what this is fermented, this is medicine actually. This is garlic and honey with a ferment top on it because it has a little hole in it. And that way you don't have to open it up once a day and just let the air out. But I have garlic fermenting in honey. This is better than any medicine that you can buy. Let that sit for a few days, and then you can put the lid on it and just take a spoon whenever you need it, when you feel a little something coming on. Let me see. And what is this? Oh, zucchini. That's some of the, we have jars and jars and jars of zucchini here. My daughter got a lot of zucchini out of her garden. We also got a lot of, is this what I'm talking about? Let me see. Yeah, there we go. This is ham and poke. Remember, guys, I was telling you about poke with onions and garlic and stuff in it, you know. Let me see what else we have. Oh, that's turkey soup. See what I'm saying? I made this 12, 12, 22. I made turkey soup with greens and everything in it. You could use this as a base or just use it as a soup. And that's how you do it. Get started now. You won't have to be worried about it later. I forget what this, oh, this was beans. The beans I did the other day. Yeah, get started now. You won't have to worry about it later. All right. So, oh, and this. Look, I even did shrimp. 9/17/23. Wait, let me hold on to this better. This is shrimp. Okay, you can can shrimp. All right, so back to the matter at hand. Right, it is 9:25. They've been sitting for a couple minutes, and I will take the lid off, and hopefully we didn't have much siphoning, if any. Flip the lid away from you. Looking kind of good. Let me see. I hope the water's clean down there. No siphoning. All right. Siphoning is not a horrible thing, but if something siphons and you have like grease or something in it, like we had the, what was it, the sausage in this? The grease from the sausage will stop the seal. And it won't seal for you, and you'll have to put it in the refrigerator. Oh, there they go. There's the cabbage. Cabbage and sausage. There's one. I'll put it over here. I'm going to turn this camera off. In fact, if you see this, I'm going to show you this before I turn it off. You look at this one, okay? You can see where I put the Scotch seasoning in. I hope I'm not, oh there, I was in a shadow. You can see where the Scotch seasoning is settling in. You see it? Not bad, huh? All right. I'll get the other ones out, and then I'll show you what they came out gorgeous. And some of them are even, hold on, let me fix this for a minute. All right, there we go. I had to fix my camera stand so that I can hold the camera. I need one that will take my phone, because I'm not using a camera. I'm actually using my phone to do this. With this stand, I have to tape the phone to it. I'll find something. At least we're getting the videos done, right? But here is the cabbage, onions, garlic, sausage. Some of those dark marks are sausage as well. The sausage is in there. Let me make sure I get out of my own light. There we go. Let's see if this helps. A little bit. And there they are. And they are done. No, I do have to say, remember, I had one that was filling up a little too quick, and I had to take a spoon and take it out and put it in one of the other ones. One of them, I don't know what it was. One of them must have been a little too high because the water, see if you notice the water is a little, it's not clear. Let me see if I can. So something siphoned. Or is it? I don't, well, yeah, it looked like it did a little bit. It's not as clear as it was before. But they're done. 9:29 p.m. and I am finished so far. Now I have to do the dinner. You're gonna like this. One sealed as soon as I turned the camera off. This middle one. The middle one's sealed. All the other ones still have a bump on them. You see the bumps? Okay. When those bumps go down like that middle one, that means they're sealing. I would love to catch these so you guys can hear them on the camera, but it seems like I can't ever catch them. But the middle one did seal. That's one down. This is the next day at 6:10 a.m. And I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like after it sits for a while. It looks good, huh? It looks really nice. As you can see, the water is about here. I can't see it here. Here. Here, I see. See, the water level just drops. No, not too bad. Not just a little bit. There. I can't reach over here. Yeah, you can see it here. Let me see. There we go. Here. Not bad. And there, you can see it. That one, same thing. They look great. And I wanted to just show you something real quick. I was telling you about how some of these come off. What I do is I touch them real lightly. Sometimes they're ready to come off. I don't. You can take it off, but I don't like to rush them. See that one, with this one in the front, it's loose. So I'll just take it off. And what you do is, after you do that, pick it up by this. If it had a good seal, here's my other hand. Okay, and if it had a good seal, there you go. It's sealed properly. And that's not coming off. And that is how you know. Or you could go like this. And if you don't hear that empty sound, it's sealed. Not bad. All right, I'm going to try something today that I never tried before. But we'll see how it turns out. And if it's really, really bad, nobody's going to see this video. How's that? All right. So, the cabbage is done from last night. This is a new day. All right. This is. I'm going to make a roux. All right. I want to see how this comes out. I'm going to make a roux. The pan was already heating. More. All right. Now, this you do this if you want it dark roux. All right, so what I'll do now is I turn down the pan and I will add in, I don't know if a couple, maybe half a cup of flour. Let's see. Yeah. About a half cup of flour. All right, you can make a light roux, dark roux, however you want it. Okay, depends on how dark you get your butter and how long you cook your flour. And when I used to always hear people say, what is a roux? I used to say, what is a roux? What are they talking about? What is a roux, right? And all it is, yes, it is cooked flour. And the more water you put in it, the thinner your gravy, gets. All right. And you take your time. See, now you see why I wanted it dark. You take your time. All right. You can add your salt. which flour, when you're making gravy, flour takes a lot of salt, so you have to be careful. And I absolutely love pepper. So as this roux is cooking down, you could add water until it gets to the consistency that you like it. Okay? Because you'll be cooking and mashing and cooking and mashing. Of course, I do things the old-fashioned way. You could always run it through a blender or something. Get this flour off of here. There we go. Turn it down some more when it starts to bubble too much for you. You want to be able to handle it. Okay, now in this case, when you have your flour, okay, when you have the flour is kind of a little bubbly, okay, you could either mash it or put it in a blender. Or you could also, let me see, you could also use an immersion blender, okay? Boat motor, I think that's what, who was it? Used to call it a boat motor, Emerald. You use your boat motor. All right. Excellent. All right, get the plug. And these are stainless steel pans, so you could do it in your pan. Let me add a little more water to this. Yeah. Add some. Now, what you could do is show you something else too you can do. Now, we did these last night. Is this one? Is there one in? Yeah, this one's in the camera. We did the cabbage yesterday, 11/9/23. Okay, there's cabbage and sausage in there. Now, what you can do is before you do your boat motor or your Ninja or whatever you're going to use, you can open one of these up. Oh, that's a good seal. Okay. Might not be able to use that again. All right. And you can pour some of your cabbage juice in. All right. Okay. These are heavy bottom pans, Tefal, whatever. And they cook. You have to be careful cooking with them. They cook very, very good, but you just can't put it on high and just blow it apart. You know what I mean? And this would be better because it's splashing me. It would be better in a bowl. So let me get a bowl. Okay, turn that off. Put this here. Pour it into your bowl. All right. Okay. Use your immersion blender. I'll do it this way so hopefully can you see it in the camera? Yeah. I just wanted to let you guys know that this is for all the people that have a hard time making gravy. Now you could just laugh. It'll work out for you. Immersion blenders are on your side. That's what a lot of people do. They make beautiful gravy and you're like, oh, your gravy is so good. How did you do that? They blended it. Okay, it's getting thicker and thicker. So, and this has the cabbage juice and everything in it. And let me let you see what it looks like. Okay, that is the consistency of it. And that's getting a little thicker, so I want it a little thinner. Add a little more water to it. Between the water and cabbage juice, you're fine. Just be careful when you tilt it. You know, you can do it like this, but it'll get away from you. There you go. Can you see the bubbles? All right. All right. Okay. You put this away. All right. There. And there is your gravy for what I'm about to make for you. Actually, your cabbage gravy, we'll call it, right? And what you can do is, you can do different things. If you want to, let's see, season it up. Let's season it up a little bit. No, not that. Let me give some of this, I don't know about, let me see. Stuff together. A little Cajun seasoning. Put a little Cajun seasoning in there. Okay. A little Cajun seasoning. And let me look for one more thing. There you go. The secret to good health. Cayenne pepper. Just to give it a little bit of heat. There you go. I won't put too much in. You want people to enjoy it too, right? And then mix it. I'm going to mix it with the immersion blender. All right. It looks nice. I don't know if you can't, probably can't. Can you see what it looks like? I don't want to burn my thumb. All right. Let me bring this up and let you see what it looks like. There we go. Turn this light on. All right. There you go. And that's what you're looking at right there. Looks good, huh? All right. Okay. And what you could do is you can get your spaghetti, your potato. Let me see what else I make. Spaghetti, potato, or what was this? Oh, you could use rice too as well. But and noodles. I use spaghetti, potatoes, noodles, and well, let's try we'll try noodles first. Okay. Let's see. Get my plates ready. Get everything ready, and I'll be back. All right, and we're on. And I would like to show you that you could do it different ways. Okay, you could do your noodles. I heated them up. I heated up one of those, one of the jars from last night. You could do the noodles with your cabbage. Okay, I mean you could do your cabbage with a potato. Okay. You can pour it over a potato with some butter, or you can put it on your noodles. A little bit of juice. All right. Some juice on there. Juice on the potatoes as well. Okay. Or if you want, you can do it plain. You could do it on rice. I had spaghetti out too, but there's no sense in using the noodles in the spaghetti. You could do it on like a bread. Lay a piece of bread down. Or you can just eat it plain. And you could see the seasonings in it, the seasoning in the juice. All right. Let's see, I put it over there. All right. Or here's another way of doing it as well. I have one more way I want to show you. You can actually take your noodles, take some noodles. Okay, we have noodles and cabbage over here with the cabbage that we made over here. And then what you could do, just for a different type of dinner, you know what I mean? A different way of doing it. Say you just want a little something, nice, something healthy for you. You're not feeling so good, the weather's weird or whatever, you know, you just want a little something, a little heat. You can take the roux that we made and put it on top of your noodles. There you go. And sprinkle a little pepper. Okay. A little salt. And there you go. What did we do just now? Four meals. 1, 2, 3. And let me move this and put the potatoes here. 4 meals. Of course, this one in the front here will probably be like in a bowl. You can put it in a bowl or something. I should actually, well, I could have. Let me do it. I have to be right, guys. I have to do this right? Let me do it. Hold on. Okay. Let's say you're watching your favorite TV show. Get a little hungry. Need a little meal. Pardon my hands. All right. There you go. How's that? Pardon my hands. But I'm going to be the one to eat it anyway. And that tastes the bomb, actually. All right. Okay. See if I can grab it. One, two. Let's get this back a little bit. Three. There's butter under there too, don't forget. And let's say smaller one. 4. All right. And there is 4 different ways that you can do these that we did the other night, remember? So, I hope you enjoyed this. And I hope you come up with ideas. I could have did the rice, but it was just overdone. You know what I mean? You guys know you could pour this over rice however you want to do it. Or you could just do it this way. Let me remove this. There you go. Or you can do it that way. And that was all with the hot, dark roux. And some people think it tastes dark because I blackened the butter. No, trust me, it's not. It's very, very good. All right. I'm going to take a taste. I'll take a taste of this. No, I'm going to taste the roux. Yeah, I want to taste this. Give me a little bite. All right. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, guys. And you can taste a little bit of heat in it, too. It's actually very, very good. I would put a little more salt on it. Remember, oh, that's excellent. You know what? I'm not lying to you. I can feel that going down my throat. It's not burning me, but it is a healthy sensation. You know how you eat your grandma's soup or something? Maybe you weren't feeling well or something? That's the bomb. So I am done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm not professional by a long shot. I just like to share. I love you guys. To God be the glory. And have a beautiful day.